Hi friends, it's Queen Alita. Welcome to a brand new week. So I decided to use a better camera, get some lights in here, and yeah, just give you a better quality video. But I'm here to share a prophetic message with you guys. That's the important part, and it's based on a dream that I had on June 27th, I think it was, this year. So welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. Just a quick disclaimer, it's important to note that not every prophetic message that I share here is meant for you, okay? So if it resonates in your spirit and you want to run with it, but you're not quite sure if God is speaking to you, like this is the first time that you hear this, but it feels good to you, take it to the Lord, please. Ask Him to give you confirmation that He is speaking to you, that you can go ahead and run with it. Really the important thing is knowing Him, is being able to hear His voice for yourself, being able to be in communication with Him so that you're not being led astray, you're not running with everything that you hear, that you think maybe for you. Just have that relationship with Him. It's the most important relationship you'll ever have, okay? I know that for some of you, this message will be confirmation of what God has already been speaking to you about, which I think is awesome. But if you have any questions, if you want to know more, please, again, take it back to Him. He will certainly help you out with that, okay? So, I'm using my phone, guys, so I feel like I'm not even looking at you directly, but it doesn't matter, okay? The dream, let's get into the dream. Okay, so in the dream, I was with, wait, what was I doing in this dream? I've gone blank. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. So in the dream, I was going through something really intense, and I was hurt and crying. Like I was deep in the pain, okay? It wasn't clear what it was in the dream, but I was just so hurt and just so broken. Like it was real. I may be smiling, but this was some real pain. And I went to bed and I woke up the next morning as if nothing had happened. I was so good. I felt great, like genuinely felt great. And I remember thinking that I needed to get the footage from the camera. So there had been a camera which had captured, you know, everything that had been happening the day before. So there was someone else in the dream. This is a person that the Lord has shown me to be doing some kind of witchcraft, also monitoring, you know. So this person was in the dream, but it's not like they were active. In the dream, I felt like they had seen me go through that painful situation. These were the thoughts I was having while I was in the dream, like, oh, they definitely saw that. And then that next day, when I took the camera, I like erased the footage, but the way I erased the footage of what happened the day before was I took a piece out of the camera. It was almost as if it wasn't like this little like memory card. It was literally a part of the camera that I had to remove in order to erase that footage. And that was the dream, right? So now the Lord led me back to this dream today because it's a very important message, right? So what the Lord was showing me is that some of you have been through a situation that really caused you a great deal of pain. It was really difficult to go through, and it was something that I believe was very private, because in the dream it felt like I didn't want anybody to know about what I was going through, not because of an unhealthy pattern, but really because the person that was in the dream was someone that I knew was not for me. So it's something that you really wanted to keep close to your heart. It's a very private and personal matter, and it's not something that you're trying to share with everybody. So what the Lord was showing me with that is that this thing, right, the way that you're gonna overcome it is gonna be so quick, because I went to bed heartbroken, distressed, and I woke up the next morning perfectly fine. So you will recover, you will overcome this thing really quickly. The recovery is going to be pretty fast, and this could be something that's already happened. You've already seen how quickly you've bounced back from this thing that should have really taken longer. At least in your opinion, you thought it might take longer, but really the Lord was just showing you right now that this thing wasn't meant to take long anyway, that you really are on track. And for some of you, you are still to go through this thing, and the Lord wants you to know that you will bounce back very quickly from it. He will infuse you with his joy and help you to overcome. But the part with the camera was so interesting, because really the Lord is talking about there's two parts to it, right? The first part is that whatever happened, when you overcome it and things are restored, it'll be as if it never happened, okay? It'll almost be like the way that the Lord redeems it, it will be like it never happened. But also the second part, or the other thing that the Lord was showing me with regards to the camera and that person that I wasn't comfortable with in the dream, is that this is something that you may have thought that certain people already know about through witchcraft, through monitoring you, because you know that you've been monitored. You've had a sense that monitoring spirits were sent. You've prayed against monitoring spirits, and you may feel like, people have gathered information about you, but really the Lord is saying that they have not, okay? That you are, because of your prayers, because of you taking action, because of you saying, I'm going to pray, I'm going to overcome this thing, you were able to use your power, your authority that he's given you to overcome this, to kind of get in the way of what they were trying to do, trying to monitor you. And really the cause of the heartache, the thing that hurt you, really was that person or those people. There are people in your life who have been your enemies. These people are people who act like they like you. They seem friendly. This may even be close family members, and but God has given you insight, he's given you understanding, and he's shown you that they are not for you. So you're onto them, but they started this thing. They instigated things so that you would get hurt, so that they could take away whatever was bringing you joy. There was jealousy involved, extreme jealousy. The spirit of jealousy is a very angry spirit, if I can put it that way. So I think I'm trying to think which way around it is. I remember reading about the different demonic spirits that tend to operate in people's lives, and it was either that the spirit of anger manifests in the form of jealousy. I think that's what it was. So it's a very angry, it's motivated by anger. So when people are jealous of you like that, to the point that they would try and ruin your life, that they would manipulate, that they would perform witchcraft against you, there is a deep anger in them that has caused them to be jealous. And that anger could be towards God, it could be towards you, everybody else, but they're taking it out on you, okay? So the Lord is showing you that that person or these people instigated this thing. They tried to ruin your life. They're the ones that brought about this painful situation, but you will overcome quickly. And everything that happened, it'll be like it never happened. And also, whatever they tried to do just won't succeed. It won't succeed because the Lord is going to redeem you. And they also don't have any insight into your life at all, like what you may be worried about, them seeing, them monitoring you. They were not successful at that. They were not able to see the things that they wanted to see. They weren't able to get the satisfaction of what they were trying to do to you. And the beautiful scripture that the Lord gave me for today is Psalms 30 verse 1-5, and I'll read it for you real quick. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have lifted me up and have not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord, my God, I cried out to you and you healed me. O Lord, you brought my soul up from the grave. You have kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing praise to the Lord, you saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. For his anger is but for a moment. His favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. This is such a beautiful dream that portrays how weeping can endure for a night and joy coming in the morning. I was genuinely surprised in the dream at how good I felt the next day, like I was completely over what had happened. And that's what the Lord wants you to expect if this message is for you today. So I pray that it's blessed whoever it's for. Guys, I do want to say, please have a look at the information box under this video. Some people tend to ask me for things that are in there in the comment section, and I don't always have time to come back and respond to people. So if you want my email address, it's in the information box below this video, my website, everything really. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much because you, my friends, are so deeply special to Him.